Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I'm going to make a box. It looks like this one, a holdover box, which was made, I found some scrap paper and I fiddled around and came up with this, but I'm going to make it with the beautiful Delicate Designs Designer Series paper. This is an online exclusive. It is a get it while you can. Isn't that copper foil just gorgeous? It's absolutely beautiful. And to make the box you only need half a sheet of paper, 6 by 12 inches, 15 by 30.5 centimetres. Okay, you can see this is completely unfinished. This was paper found in my son's room. Okay, and I just thought, ooh, I could make templates and samples with that. Does anybody remember this paper? Very old, quite a few years old. Okay, let me get my scoring stylus out. And no, that's paper piercer. That's also paper piercer. There we go. So 6 by 12 inches, 30.5 by 15 centimetres. And on the long side, score it at 1 inch, 5.5, 6.5, and 11 inches, which in metric, whoopsie, in metric is 2.5, 14, 16.5, and 28. And then on the short side, score it at 1 and 5 inches, which is 2.5 and 12 centimetres. It's quite a nice size box. It finishes up at, there goes my scoring board, 1 inch by 4 inches by 4.5 inches, which is 2.5 by 10 by 11.5 centimetres. So a nice size box. Because I'm making it in paper, don't go putting heavy stuff in it because it will just buckle. It won't fall apart because obviously it's completely enclosed at the bottom, so nothing's going to fall through it, but it will buckle. So be mindful of what you put in it, but you could put sweets or treats. This arguably is thicker than, whoops, our regular DSP. But yeah, be mindful of what you put in it. But yeah, sweets, treats, little toiletries. You could put some tissue paper in it and then nestle a nice little gift inside. Something like that. But I thought it was beautiful paper and I wanted to use it while it's still available, because with online exclusives, when they're gone, they're gone. So don't hang around. Right, let me get a pair of scissors. It's a little bit big, but they'll do. So we've got 6 squares and I'm going to cut straight on the rectangle and wedge the square. If you've watched me for any length of time, that's just what I always say. Cut straight on the rectangle, wedge the square. And it just means you get a really nice crisp closure on your box. At the point in time I'm filming this, literally as I'm filming this, I've no idea how I'm going to decorate the box. I have an idea in mind, but we'll put it together and see what I think. But the paper is so beautiful. I didn't want to overwhelm the paper. If you had a slightly more plain pattern to your paper, you could, whoops, really go to town. So there we go. So that's me cutting straight on the rectangle and wedging all those squares, and it just means that I can do a really nice crisp finish. Okay, so I'm going to put tear and tape on all 6 of those tabs. Last one. And then now, am I going to be able to get that paper piercer first time? I am. I'm just going to take the backing off all of these and pull the box together. There you go. So they're backing off all of those. What I'm doing is I'm bringing that round to form the corner, and that one as well. Ooh, I need to put a thumb holder in this one while I remember. That's probably a bit big. It's probably a bit small, but we'll use it anyway. So that's just a little notch out that hopefully you can see there, just so that you can open the box easier. So that's now the lid. This one is coming around to the base. And this one also. There we go. So that's the lid done and the base. So it literally just closes like that. Nice size box. Now I want to close it with some ribbon because we do get a little bit of gaping going on here. But I don't want to use ribbon because that's going to clash. That, no. So I'm thinking linen thread. Oh, it's the scoring tool again. I'm thinking linen thread, but I want to double it over. So I'm just going to get an idea of the length that I want. So I want that much. So, and I'm going to go a couple of times. Well, let's do it 3 times. There we go. And because it's very curly, I'm going to run my nail down it just to take the curl out because it is very curly, and it's hard enough for me to tie a bow at the best of times. One of my sons cut his finger open the other day quite badly. Well, it was his thumb actually, and he was struggling to tie his laces. He'd got one done without the use of his thumb, and I said, look, I'll help you do the other one. And then he had a perfectly tied bow, and even on a pair of shoes I still couldn't tie a bow. It was like, Mum, why is the loops vertical? I don't know. So even on a pair of shoes, apparently I can't tie laces. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'd got the laces going up and down like that. Never noticed. I'm looking at. I've got a pair of Converse on at the moment. They're not bad. I just have to stick my foot up on the table and show you, but probably caused myself a little bit of an injury. So, look, now it's gone vertical. Ugh, stop fiddling, Sam. Oh no, I wanted to attach a tag. Oh, I wanted to put one of these tags on. This is the Here and Now Mix and Match ephemera. It's okay, there's no holes. That's okay. Right, I can cut these ends off then. Right, so this is the Here and Now Mix and Match ephemera pack. I love ephemera. I like it. As I said, it's oh, that was the bit I wanted to stop the gaping on. For goodness sake. Let's just walk that down there. So apparently now we're going to have our bow in the bottom corner. Right, I love these. They are inexpensive. You get 2 of each. These are stickers, yay. So you get 2 of that one. Oh, those have got a hole in. 2 of that one and 2 of that one. Our happy place. And then I wonder if I can twist the bow so that the tails are down. Yeah, I can do that. Because yeah, that's my thumb holder. So that's the way I want it, and I'm going to go with which tag am I going to go? That one's quite fun. So this is a sticker. If you saw one of my videos not long ago, I questioned, have they always been stickers? Some of them are, some of them aren't. So when you turn them over, if there are slices, it tells you that they're stickers. So that's got a hole, but you know, we're just going to hide it under there. Put that on there, and then I want to put something florally on it. So I've got this one. No, see, I don't think this is going to be right. This is the Under the Sun, so I think this isn't. No, I want a flower of some description on it. I suspect that's going to be this one. This is Meant for You. I want to keep the backing of that. Or the label, I should say. So we've got sort of all celebrations. We've got balloons, engagement or wedding rings, bird of peace perhaps. And we've got bows on that one. Aha! Flowers, although they're quite big flowers. Actually, I have a son who's graduating, so I could do the graduation cap and I could put some money in it. But I think, so oh yes, this one's a sticker one as well. I am loving this. If I can get the backing off. Which I can't. Seriously, I'm going to do myself a mischief in a minute. I'm going to slice my fingers open or stab myself or something, aren't I? So I'll put that there, and then now I can add from this one, from this pack. This is Greetings for All, so this is a carryover. And keep that bit. So we've got all sorts of phrases on here. Merry Christmas, get well, sending sunshine, and again 2 of each. Sweet baby, missing you, happy Mother's Day, and then the one on the we've got 2 that are in black, which I won't use for this project, but the same phrasing. So yeah, this one's not stickers, so I'm going to go Thankful for You. Again, keep the label, and I'm going to get some dimensionals. Oops, just dropping stuff. Oh, actually, one's enough. Add that on there, and then some embellishments. I'm going to go with these ones. These are the new, no, I'm going to go with the butterflies. These are new ones. And I'm going to go with the hydrangea hue butterfly. So 2 big ones and a small one. And that is all finished. Ooh. There you go, get the lighting correct. I love it. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. Very simple. Just a piece of 6x12 inch paper and done. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.